Hey, what's up, everyone? It's Kyle Henderson, BamaInsider.com. Today, I'm talking about the top 5 returning Alabama Crimson Tide graded players on the offensive side of the football. The grades are provided by Pro Football Focus, which is made up of former NFL and college coaches and scouts who provide in-depth player grades after each game. We get those grades, we discuss them, we analyze them, and then we bring them to you, our YouTube and online subscribers. So starting out at number 5, and these are the top 5 highest graded players from last season coming back to the 2019 season, you got Devonta Smith, aka Smitty, wide receiver who's going to be a junior this year. Last year, his offensive grade was 75.0. Over the last 2 seasons, Devonta Smith has hauled in 50 receptions for 853 yards with 9 touchdowns. As a sophomore in 2018, he recorded 42 receptions for 693 yards with 6 touchdowns and had a season grade out of 75 flat. Smith was targeted all over the field. He caught 7 receptions under 10 yards to the outside left. He caught for 192 yards over the middle of the field and recorded 160 yards to the outside right. We've written about it before. We've talked about it before. Smith is a very underrated receiver, and while the media members and opposing defenses might forget about him, the Crimson Tide has always made sure to implement Smith into the weekly game plan. Number 4, Jerry Jeudy, wide receiver, junior, offensive grade last year of 86.8. The returning Biletnikoff Award winner from the 2018 season mentioned during SEC Media Days that he's working on fundamentals going into his junior year. That's a scary fact if you're a cornerback lining up to face Jerry Jeudy this coming season. Last year as a sophomore, Jeudy caught for 68 receptions for 1,315 yards with 14 touchdowns, and his per-catch average was an incredible 19.3. Grade-wise, Jerry shined all season long, and the numbers showed that Tagovailoa liked hitting Jerry Jeudy across the middle of the field as he caught for 865 yards between the numbers. 372 yards came from passes over 20 yards downfield. At number 3, Jaylen Waddle, wide receiver, sophomore, offensive grade out of 89.7. He's actually the highest graded wide receiver returning to the 2019 season for the entire Crimson Tide wide receiver room, which is an incredible fact going into the season. As a true freshman in 2018, Waddle caught for 45 receptions for 848 yards with 7 touchdowns. This season selected as a preseason All-SEC first-team member and is also listed on the Biletnikoff Award watch list. Where Waddle was targeted most last season was across the middle of the field over 10 yards as he caught for 8 receptions for 236 yards with 2 touchdowns between the numbers. His blend of exceptional speed, crisp route running, and exceptional hands makes him one of the most feared offensive players in the nation. Don't forget that he returns punts. Number 2, Najee Harris, running back, junior, offensive grade last year, 90.6. While Harris did not receive an overwhelming amount of touches last season, he still managed to showcase his talent rushing for 783 yards off 117 attempts. It also seemed as though that Harris played a lot better as the season moved forward. And against Clemson in the national title game, you could argue that Harris played his best game of the season. Against Tigers, he recorded 59 hard-fought yards off 9 attempts, and his rushing grade was 79 flat, which is very commendable considering Clemson's defense had the highest graded rush defense in the entire nation, average per game of 96.8. With Damian Harris and now Joshua Jacobs now exited the program, there should be plenty of room and plenty of opportunities for Harris to showcase why he's one of the best backs in all of college football. Number 1, no surprise, quarterback Tua Tagovailoa, who enters his junior year. Offensive grade last year of 90.8. Last season, Tagovailoa not only posted incredible numbers throwing the football, 3,966 yards with 43 touchdowns. He also graded out weekly as one of the top quarterbacks in the country by Pro Football Focus. When we go inside the numbers, Tagovailoa's passing directional chart was mind-blowing when passing the football 20 yards downfield. Before, we've talked about this again and again, to the outside left. Tagovailoa graded out at 94.8 between the numbers. He graded out 92.5, and to the outside right, he graded out 96.7. Those are big-time numbers even for the NFL. For comparison's sake, let's look at Clemson's Trevor Lawrence. He had a grade out to the outside left, 20 yards downfield, 83.6. Down the center, between the numbers, 95.4. And to the outside right, he had a grade of 91.3. Where we see Tua's grade drop is when he faced pressure. His grade under pressure for the entire season, 74.5. Here's a look at Tagovailoa's offensive grade against higher caliber defenses from a season ago. 50.7 against Mississippi State, 75.4 against Auburn, 40.7 against Georgia, and 66.4 against Clemson. While Tagovailoa has an arsenal of weapons returning around him for the 2019 season, there are skeptics out there in college football that still want to see what he can do when facing constant pressure for 60 minutes. As you know, Tua will have that opportunity in just a couple weeks as Alabama takes on Duke on August 31st. Hey, if you like our coverage, check out BamaInsider.com. If you want to sign up and get a taste behind the premium paywall, all you got to do is go to the website. The sign-up code is simply Roll Tide for free 30 days. And if you're a college student, hey, we've all been there before. Hit me up, Kyle at BamaInsider.com. I'd love to give you the promo code for you to sign up and get a taste of BamaInsider.com. Please give us a thumbs up, like and subscribe to our channel. Get ready because we're going to be bringing you tons of Alabama football content right here from Tuscaloosa. Players Report on August 1st. Practice starts on August 2nd. Stay tuned. We got a ton of coverage coming your way on BamaInsider.com.